Just finished my second fare. We're out at the ferry dock again, just like one time last week. I had one fare. The first fare was this guy who was going to the laundromat. The laundromat had closed just when he arrived there, but he didn't have anything but a $50 bill. And of course it was my first trip, so I had no change. I had like, $50 float. I wasn't gonna. Anyway, he said, "Oh, well, if you can't do it, then I'll go get change." So he went into, first of all, the laundromat, which was closing. Then he went to the restaurant next to that, and they didn't have change, so he had to go to a gas station. And while he was at the gas station getting change for his $50 bill, I received another call. And he's going with his bags to the laundromat, and the woman there says, "No, you can't come in now, we're just closing. Should have started a long time ago." And then he said, "Well, buddy, can you..." I said, "Well, sorry, I just received a call." And this call I received was this call that went to the ferry for $70. So, yeah, of course I'm going to take this. So that's a good start to my week. Sunday evening at 7:35, almost got my lease on. Well, it's exactly 6 o'clock. I just fueled up. I'm going to be a couple minutes late for the day driver. I was going to wash the car, but I got a call at the last moment. And it looks it's foggy, so it could rain. This is the Monday morning after the Sunday night. I had a good one. I took a couple out to the ferries early on, and just had good luck generally. And, did a drug run. Took a hooker out to the Western Communities. Had a few trips that went from one end of town to the other, which were really good. And so I can't complain about any of it. It's been fine. And I'm tired now. And I'm always out of sorts on a Sunday night because I don't get the sleep at the right time on my days off, if that makes any kind of sense. But I don't have far to go now. Hopefully day shift won't be waiting. Ugh. What I'm seeing on my screen is quite beautiful. The fog and the lights in the fog. It's really quite stunning. And it's a soft focus too. It's not focusing clearly. Oh well, whatever. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh yeah, it was about a almost a $300 night. It's good. I got about $250 on this, what day is it? It's Tuesday morning, so that was a Monday night. It was a slow night. It was quite a slow night, but I was lucky and I had longer fares. Just at the beginning of my shift, I had one that went out to Langford. And I had a few that went across town and so on. I just had good trips. And the highlight was when I got sent to the hospital, and there was a guy who had broken his leg in a motorcycle accident. And he broke his leg in a motorcycle accident at the motorcycle safety course, if you can believe that. and so that was the highlight. It was a real pain getting him into the car because his leg was broken in such a way that it had to be suspended while he was getting in. He had to sit across the back seat because he couldn't get in the front seat. He had to go in backwards, and he had to come out backwards, and I had to hold up his leg while he was slowly coming out so that it wouldn't hurt him. And he was on crutches, and he had some belongings as well. Anyways, it was a $35 fare to get him where he was going, and he gave me $50. I also got a few calls from a call girl, and the first 3 fares from her she paid, and it was all good, and she paid me back everything she owed me. Then in the morning she went to get something, and she owed me for that. And then she was gonna have a call, but she didn't have a call, so she went to stand on a street corner, and so now she owes me $30 for those last 2 fares. And it's raining. And I'll be back tomorrow. This one has been the worst night in a while. I did $163 worth of business, and that's it. And I don't care if this thing's beeping, and I really don't give a shit because it sucked. I spent a lot of time watching videos and sleeping. And you know, a couple times it was an hour and a half between calls, and a couple times it was 2 hours between calls. I think I averaged 1 trip an hour. How many trips did I do? Let's just say 1 trip an hour. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. Then I had a regular customer who wanted a ride, and she said, "I'll pay you next time for a drug run." Oh, it was just stupid. Just stupid. I did not enjoy this Tuesday night at all. This was, like I said, the worst night in quite a while. Probably the worst night in about 6 months. Total exercise in futility. Now I gotta go do my exercises, and then I gotta go get my eyes checked again, because yesterday I went in for my eyes. They took pictures of my eyes with these flashing things, and now I gotta go in again for some more examination of my eyes after I go to the gym and work out a little bit. Yeah, I'm not having a good week at all. I was having a pretty good night. Pretty good. And it seems like the business I didn't get on the Tuesday night, I got now on the Wednesday night. Until about 4 in the morning, where it kind of went flat. And after 4 in the morning, I watched a video and fell asleep watching that video. And, oh. Yep, fell asleep watching the video. And now I'm gonna go. We're heading through downtown right now. Clean windshield. Now at least maybe the phone will focus. It's just 12 minutes after 6, so it's the end of the shift. And it's the owner driving after me, so he's not in a hurry to come to work. So it's the end of the shift, and I'm. I had one good fare. It was almost $30. They went from a part of town called Broadmead Village down to the bus depot. It's these young German tourists who are going on we're going to walk the West Coast Trail. Now we have this trail. They're going to walk it. And they're at the very end of the West Coast Trail season. But because of the time difference, they booked late, so they didn't get the week they wanted or something like that. And yeah, so my night ended up well, and it was well all the time. I've done a couple of drug runs for that girl, and she owes me a lot of money now. She says she's going to start paying me this weekend. That remains to be seen. If she doesn't give me money this weekend, that's it. I'm not going to deal with her anymore. I'm just going to ignore her. The trouble is, she's a friend of mine. Anyway, this is, haven't given you a view of downtown for a while. So this is it. Notice how just about every traffic light you need to stop. That's the way they do things here. Back asswards. And is it beginning to rain? I think it's beginning to rain. Well, I'll go by the car wash anyway and escort the car down, unless it starts raining real hard right now. One more night to go. I'll be back tomorrow. It's 11:16 on Thursday night, and tonight I had a few short trips at the beginning of the night. $10 or so, $10-12, and then I had one that took some woman to the grocery store, and from there at Hillside Mall I got sent down to the 3800 block of Cadborough Bay. Now the 3800 block of Cadborough Bay is, a fair distance from there, but still, there isn't much there. There's a grocery store, and there's a couple of restaurants, and like a Starbucks place, and things like that. And I thought, okay, fine. I went there, and I picked up this guy who said he's going to Happy Valley. Now, Happy Valley is completely the other end of everything. So it was like a $45 ride when we got there. And he said, is that all? That's really cheap. And I said, well, I guess I did something right. He said, yeah, I thought it was going to be like $75. The general public has no idea how much it's going to be unless they take the same way every time. And this guy obviously had not gone this particular way before, but it worked out fine for me. Because immediately I got a time call for 15 minutes away at a place called Hatley Castle, which is part of the Royal Roads University. And the Royal Roads University people went down to the Empress Hotel, another $35 downtown. So I had one trip out to the Western Communities and one trip back from the Western Communities. Perfect. Now, after getting back into town, I had a couple more fares, and I had just dropped somebody off from the Walmart. She was only going a few blocks to Jolly Place. I dropped her off at Jolly Place, and then I got a phone call from a call girl who's become one of my regular customers. And so she said she had to go out to Finlayson Arm, which is where I am right now. I'm waiting on Finlayson Arm Road, and she's on a call at this property. It was a $45 fare to come here, It's looks like it's going to be a $45 fare to go back, and she owes me another $30. So this, I think, is going to work out just fine. I'm sitting here right now. I have $230 on, and it's not midnight yet. That is phenomenal. That is just wonderful. It's great. I'm not complaining. Halfway through the night, and I've got I needed the money anyway. Let me tell you, after that Tuesday night really hurt me. So maybe I'm making up for it tonight. Yeah, another 45 into town from here. That'll put me at 275. And how long can it be? How long will I have to wait? She'll be phoning me anytime, well, whenever she needs me. And all I have to do is go onto this property that's on my left here and go up the road and pick her up. No, I'm not doing that call. That's too far away. Not doing it. Not doing it. They send me on trips out here. They want to send me down to Langford, downtown Langford, to Darcy's, which is a nightclub, to pick somebody up. And I got a guaranteed $45 fare right here as soon as she's done. Can't complain. Anyways, this is, I guess, almost the halfway point of the night, and I'll let you in on how it went when we get to the end. At the end of the night, and it will be the end of the week as well. Talk to you sooner. I'm just at the airport right now. I just dropped off this guy. Oh well, I took the girl back to town, and then I had another fare that went like that from town out to the very close to where I actually took her. It's really funny. These two guys were partying. They were at a stag party or something, and they were going way out there to the western communities, to the highlands as well. And you know, I got like $40 from them, and now I got another $40 from the airport. I think I'm at about $400 right now, and it's 4:42 in the morning. And just as I was loading this last fare that went to the airport, I got another call from the hooker. So she wants to go somewhere. So I will get back into town and I will call her. She said, call me when you get back to town. I said, okay. So I might have one more ride from her. Anyway, it's been a very successful night, and just super. Just what I needed too. Anyway, I probably have one more fare from her, and then that's going to be it. I hope yours is better than mine.